Welcome to Train Simulator 2020. This is the final installment of our run from West Palm Beach to Miami, Florida on the Florida Tri-Rail. We pick up in Hollywood Station where we left off at the end of Part 4. Next stop is Golden Glade Station. It's about 7.5 miles down the track, starting off at a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit. I'm going to pick up to 79 miles an hour, not too far down the way, and pick up speed and get in there pretty quickly. It's about 8:12 in the morning, and it's starting to clear up even more than it had been before. Get the sun coming up and coming out. I've enjoyed making this series, and if you've watched some of it or part of it, or you're watching this right now, I appreciate it. Don't get many watches on it, but I just kind of enjoy making them, and I don't know, I've kind of like running this train simulator. I play trains a lot, new era, and on that I mainly like to do things automated. Don't really drive the trains other than have the trains drive themselves, and film that as I set everything all up. This one's something a little different, but I'll probably head back to trains a new era and do a few more recordings there. I picked up some other scenery modules for Train Simulator 2020, Alaska, the ones for Southern California down to LA to San Diego. I like that one a lot, the Pacific Surfliner. And I've gotten Norfolk Central, and then the ones in Idaho or somewhere like that. That came with the set, the USA set that I purchased off of Steam. I usually wait for those things to go on sale, and then you get them for a lot less than what they are normally charging for them. That's for sure. I really like the Alaska set. The scenery is pretty, and it really has some interesting routes, and I've run that one quite a bit. And then the Norfolk Southern one, it also is small, but it works pretty good, and it was fairly cheap, about $7. So I don't want to spend too much money, but there's pretty good stuff that you get here. I'd like to do a series on the Pacific Surfliner module that has the Southern California scenery from San Diego to Los Angeles. Do a trip, break it up into about 5 or 6 different videos. That's about a 2-hour trip from San Diego to Los Angeles or vice versa. But I got a few other videos to do before that. I did get for Christmas, my wife got it for me, the Rail Driver controller for running trains, and I'm going to do a video on that and set up and see how it works. We're coming up on the 79-mile-an-hour speed limit. Have to wait till we get all the way through it, but then we'll be able to pick it up and make some time and get down to the station quicker. Okay, now we can kick it into high gear and make some time. One game I've been playing lately is American Truck Simulator. They also have a European version, but since I'm an American, I figure I'll play the American Truck Simulator. It covers the West. California, Arizona, Nevada come with the game, and I bought the expansion packs of New Mexico and Washington. They also have Oregon. They have a Washington track coming out, and then also a Utah track coming out, but I haven't bought those yet because they haven't really gone on sale as much as they should. I may do a series of videos on American Truck Simulator in the future, but it's rather hard to film and also to drive at the same time. It really throws a lot of things at you. But I have to say, I do enjoy the game. You go around and get jobs and deliver things, and you can stay overnight. I've already bought a truck, and yeah, I've had a lot of fun with it. So I'm not a truck driver, but you can simulate being one. And those things aren't easy to drive and get around the traffic and the areas that you got to get around. Sometimes they really seem to throw some monkey wrenches at you. So if you haven't checked the game out and you like that sort of thing, it's not a racing game, it's a driving game, but it's different. I'll have to I give it a thumbs up. We're coming into Golden Glade Station. Time to start slowing her down a bit. This is really the most difficult part of the simulation, is coming into a stop, and you don't want to stop too soon, you don't want to stop too late. You got to bring it in, and that gets you the best time that you come into. So it's just really the hardest part of this thing is figuring out how to stop it in a timely manner. This station's strange in that it's got the platform is on the left-hand side, where all the other stations are on the right-hand side. So it's a little different coming into this one, and it's got really low canopies, so it's tough to see anything. But we'll get stopped, drop off, and pick up and head on out to the next station. and we've arrived at Golden Glade Station. We're going to drop off passengers and pick up new ones here, and then shortly head out to Opa-Locka Station. Opa-Locka is about 2.67 miles down the track. It's a 79 mile an hour speed limit most of the way there. I think we do slow down to about 45 before then, but we'll get down there really quick. So hold on and we'll be underway as soon as everybody gets aboard. We've hit about 45 miles an hour. We're just going to kind of cruise it in to the 45 mile an hour speed limit zone that's up here, and then that'll get us into the station in time. We just entered the 45 mile an hour speed zone, and we're coming up on Opa-Locka Station, as you can see on the map below. Coming into Opa-Locka Station, we'll drop off passengers and pick up new ones here, and shortly be on to the Metro Rail Transfer Station. That station's about 3.9 miles down the way, and mostly through a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit zone, so kind of slow going, but it's a nice ride. Alright, we're departing Opa-Locka Station, heading down to the Metro Rail Transfer Station, about 3.9 miles, almost 4 miles, and it'll take us a little while to get there. The Metro Rail Transfer Station is a station that I got onto and off of quite a bit when I'd go visit friends. I'd be doing a boat show down in Miami and take the Metro Rail to the station, and then you can get right on the train there. And have my friends pick me up when I got up to West Palm Beach. It worked out pretty good, and it was a nice ride and fairly cheap. Cost you maybe about $10 to do the whole thing. That was maybe 15 years ago, but I don't know if it's gone up since then. Probably has. But anyways, enjoy the ride on down to the Metro Rail Transfer Station. It's really turning out to be a nice morning. Really a change from the first scenario when you started up in Magnolia Park north of West Palm Beach, and it was really foggy and kind of really quite cloudy. Pretty good sized yard coming up here. It kind of looks not very good with no cars or trains in it, but I guess that would probably slow down the frame rate if you really loaded those yards up with rolling stock and engines. kind of creep along in this section, but that's the way it goes down here in this industrial part of South Florida. This last segment, number 5, is the longest of all the segments that I made of this journey from West Palm Beach down to Miami. This segment runs about 30 minutes, which is about 10 minutes longer than the other segments that I did. I like to keep things around 20 minutes, really 15 minutes if I can on a video, but sometimes you just gotta go with a longer video and hope it rides. So again, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Hit the bell and we're coming into the Metro Rail transfer station. We'll be there and offload passengers and take new ones on, and then we'll head on down to Hialeah Market, which is about 2.43 miles down the line. A slow section, only 40 miles an hour, so it takes a little bit of time to get there even though it's a slow run. We've stopped at Metro Rail transfer station. We're going to unload passengers and load new ones on, and then we'll shortly be heading out to Hialeah Market. Again, it's 2.4 miles down the line, but a slow go at about 40 miles an hour. We'll get down there. This is the final, Hialeah Market is the final stop in this trip. There is one more stop after that. It goes down to the airport, but this scenario didn't go that far. And we'll pull the throttle back here and kind of cruise on down to the station. coming into Hialeah Station. I hope you enjoyed this ride from West Palm Beach down to Miami. And again, if you took the trip, I thank you very much. Coming into Hialeah Market, which is the final stop in this journey from West Palm Beach on down here. I have to say that I'm impressed with this scenery module. It does look a lot like South Florida, and I've ridden this line, so it really kind of reminds me a lot of it. And I have to say I enjoy the route. It's fun to do the passenger thing. And again, thanks for watching, and hey, check out some of my other videos. I got lots of train videos and other types of videos on my channel. And if you haven't, feel free to subscribe. I could always use the subscribers. Thanks a lot.